We have Dale Gauding, who's on the phone with us right now to update us on the situation in terms of injuries. Can you give us more information about how many ambulances have gone out and how many people are injured that you all are attending to at this point?
In preparation for mass casualties this morning, Centera Beach General, Centera Lee Hospital, and Centera Norfolk General, the level 1 trauma center, and to my surprise, we've only received 3 patients today. We had a pediatric case that went to Centera Virginia Beach, who has since been transferred to Children's Hospital of the King's Daughters, and we had 2 other cases that went to Centera Norfolk General. At this point, we're not anticipating a large number of patients, and those mobilizations for mass casualties are being stood down at this point, and we expect anybody else to come in to be, we'll be able to handle them in the normal course of business at our emergency departments.
Dale, you mentioned that those 2 were taken to Norfolk General, which is the trauma center. So can you give us an idea of the extent of their injuries?
I have not heard. Initially, I heard that one of the cases going there was an orthopedic trauma case, but I don't know the extent of that person's injuries or if that was indeed accurate, but that was the initial word.
And Dale, we were having to await the ceiling to lift for us to get Chopper 10 into the air. How about you all with Nightingale?
Nightingale was not able to fly today because, right around the time this was happening, there was still a severe thunderstorm warning in Norfolk, and we had bad weather all the way up to the shore, so they've been grounded for the moment.
Dale, are you aware, did these injuries come from the campsite or from the neighborhood or both?
I don't know, Stephanie.
Okay.
We just know that we had them in the house, but our personnel don't necessarily know where they came from.
Okay. Can you talk about how often you all would have to send this type of, or have this type of response? I mean, it can't be very often that you all have to send out this many people or equipment your emergency personnel.
No, it's fairly rare. It's something that we drill for all the time. But the last incident was the weather event at the ocean front, in which Centera Virginia Beach sent our mass casualty bus and a clinical team down there to help the EMS people triage. That's a pretty rare occurrence, and to have it happen this often, this twice in a couple of weeks is pretty unusual. We have a system for preparing for mass casualties, and it's something that we drill. Fortunately, we don't have to use it that often.
All right, Dale Gauding, just to recap, we've got 2 patients there at Norfolk General and 1 that was taken over to CHKD. Not as many as you all might have expected, but we know you're ready to help others in case they come your way. Thanks so much for taking some time for us this morning.
You're welcome.